So we just finished. It was a successful day. Saul, can you work from home on 2026 with just a vinyl cutter making shirts?
You already know the answer. Of course, it is possible to get started in this kind of business.
Yeah. So make sure you guys watch this video until the end because we're gonna make some card magnets, some t-shirts, of course. We're gonna give you some tips and also tell you a little bit about sales. So yeah, make sure you stick with us, and of course, give us a like if you like this video, and also share from the RDI team working from home. So let's begin. I'm here with the team having breakfast before we get to work. Look at the hard workers. All right, so we're about to start cutting the vinyl. And if you want to start this business from home, you guys can start with a cheap vinyl cutter like the Cameo 4. It's down there, but it costs around like $200 to $300. But I recommend that if you can save a little bit more money, you can get a better vinyl cutter like the Graphic. I think it's the CE 6000 and 8060 right now. And what type of vinyl we're gonna use, so?
We're gonna use the Caesar Easy Weed Vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and align
This is a very important step to align it, especially if you're going to cut a lot of logos.
Remember, this material is a lot more expensive than Oracle or the adhesive vinyl. That is why you have to make sure to align the vinyl. As you can see, I pulled quite a bit of vinyl to the front. Now I'm using the alignments that came with the vinyl cutter. It looks aligned. Now I'm gonna send it and just pay attention to the movement of the vinyl. If it moves a lot to the sides, it means it's not aligned.
Yeah, I think we can work with that.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Are you gonna send half of them, like
Yeah,
six?
you're just gonna do like 6 just in case.
Yeah, we like to do that just in case. While Saul is working on the settings, I'm gonna show you something quick. These are the transfers that we order online. This is screen printing, one color, and this is the DTF transfer. And this one does not have the sticky side, or this one, it's just paper. That's the only downside about the transfers. The DTF, it does not have the adhesive that the HTV vinyl that we're going to use has. But they also, I think we just send them like normal. They mirror the images for us, but if you're gonna cut your own logos using HTV, you gotta mirror your design before you cut it. That's one of the steps you gotta do. And do you have the settings? Do you know?
Well, I'm actually, I was just checking to see that, make sure that we can add the weed box.
So anyway, if you guys, we have plenty of videos. You can also start a t-shirt business from home without a vinyl cutter. We have shown you many times how we order those transfers online. All you need is, of course, a software, a computer, and your heat press, and that's it. That's the cheapest way that you can start this business from home without having to deal with a vinyl cutter if you're just gonna focus on t-shirts. The reason why we have a vinyl cutter is because we do other products like car magnets, banners, and car decals.
I have the design here, and I'm gonna add the weed boxes. I don't know if you want me to show them that.
Yeah.
If you go to the top, you see the second, the A and B icon. It says weed border. I'm gonna go ahead and select that, and you can see the lines, like the blue lines. And then I'm gonna go to the wheat lines. I'm gonna add some wheat lines, horizontal. You can try different options. And then I'm gonna add padding. I'm gonna make it a little bit separate. I'll give it some distance. We don't really have much room, but I think that'll work. So these are the settings for cutting master 3, offset 0, speed 38, acceleration 1, cut force 15. Now I'm gonna go ahead and send it.
All right, so while we wait, these guys are gonna start cutting the magnets, and there are 2 of them. And like we said, this is the reason why we own a vinyl cutter, because we can make more products with that. And again, if you just wanna focus on t-shirts, just transfers and a heat press will be good.
By the way, remember that you can get any materials or even the equipment through the links in the description of the video, but we're gonna use the magnetic sign, and it is the, what are they called?
Magnum Magnetics.
Magnum Magnetics, yeah.
30 mil, right?
Yeah, which is 0. I totally forgot the thickness in millimeters, but yeah.
We'll leave the links below.
So right now we're going to cut the magnet, 12, yeah.
So they do a marking on one side and then another one on the other side, and they're gonna use the blue ruler that you can also get through the links, and that's how we cut them. Very simple. Is the magnet gonna be one color?
Yeah, all one color, red color, yeah.
I love when it's all one color because you just apply it and easy money.
I think we are good to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut it.
Man, these guys, hopefully all that coffee they had this morning does not affect. All right, so Saul is gonna start weeding out, and I don't know if you guys can see, but the logos, the small ones, they're not that bad, but I think they still a little too small for all those details, but I mean, it's still doable.
I think the biggest challenge is that the fact that they have so much information, and also I have two different sizes, like the ones on the right are a little bit bigger and taller than the ones on the left. But the thing about the ones on the left, these will go on hats, and we're very limited to how big they can be, the logos can be. That is the only challenge.
All right, it is time to start pressing the logos on the garment. And the first step Saul just gotta do is press the garment so that way he gets rid of all the wrinkles and the moist. And he's gonna start with the small logo on the front. And I think he brought his own shirts, right?
Yeah, he provided his own shirts. As you can see, they've been worn. You cannot see the tag anymore. I don't even know what size they are, but I'm just guessing. This one looks like a large size. I'm going to do about 8.5 inches, like I'm talking about this, the middle point or this section here to all the way to the shoulder. I'm gonna do about 8.5. Now I'm gonna lift the garment and just get an idea if it looks aligned. I need to move it down a little bit from the right side.
And that's what I was saying earlier. The thing about HTV that I like is the adhesive. I really like working with HTV because it sticks on the garment.
Yep,
and
look at
it's
that.
much easier to get an idea. And now after he gets the logo where he wants it, then he's gonna do the full cycle.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the full press, yeah.
And we set up the heat press 315, or is it 10?
310.
310 Fahrenheit for how many seconds?
Like 14 seconds, something like that.
Look at that, just peel hot. Of course, we do it carefully, and now we're gonna do the back.
And the idea about letting the customer provide his own shirts is we're trying to be flexible. You know, some people prefer certain brands of shirts, and we're totally fine with that.
They do that a lot during winter. They even bring their own coats. I think this customer brought his own jackets too. And now he's gonna find the spot for the back logo.
Like, I'm gonna do like 320, like about 3 inches, like on the back. I need to lower it a little bit, something like that. That's like 3 inches. And then to the sides, I'm going to measure it too. It looks good. Now I'm gonna press it full cycle.
Do you think it's possible to start a t-shirt business with all this from home?
Definitely, like Luis mentioned in the intro, if you can afford getting a Graphic vinyl cutter, we strongly recommend that you do that. It's totally worth it. You won't regret it. Now, if you got a small budget, Cameo cutters are a good option. Might not be the best or perfect machines, but to get you started, I think they'll be just fine.
Yeah, like I said too, you can start with the transfers if you're just gonna make t-shirts. Then I suggest you explore that option to order just transfers online. A lot of people are doing that. You can even see videos on YouTube, people just doing the transfers and the heat press, and that's all you will need to make t-shirts.
Now that we are talking about outsourcing and stuff, we also have some business cards here. I don't know if Lisa has shown them, but yeah, like business cards that we also outsource. In case.
Those we order online. Of course, we don't have the machine, but
yep,
we order those online, and those are two different companies. So I mean, we are definitely making money, and customers mainly most of our new projects that are coming in are from word of mouth from our customers that have been loyal for years. So
yep.
We started on 2015, and we use Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, classifieds. We have even used eBay, Etsy, other platforms, whatever is for you to advertise your products, and always print yourself some business cards too. So if you sell like on eBay or Etsy, you can put a business card so they can contact you directly if they want to do business in the future. So this is the last t-shirt we're gonna make. After this, we gotta make some magnets, but we're kind of late. We gotta eat, not just cooking over there.
I was gonna say, I gotta eat now, like right now.
So we gotta take a small break. That's the perks of working from home. Nobody's rushing us. We are our own boss. All the shirts are done. They're already folded there and ready to go. Good job, Saul. All right, so after we have our lunch, it is time to start working again, and we're gonna do the magnets. Saul is gonna do the same process that we did with the HTV vinyl, except this one is for the decals or stickers.
Yeah, this is the Oracle 651 vinyl, the one that I told you was a lot cheaper than the other kind of vinyl than the HTV. So,
all right, so now Saul is gonna start weeding out.
I added different weed boxes to make the process a lot easier. I added one for the phone number here. This makes your life a lot easier.
All right, I'm gonna help Saul with this one because this one it's a little more tricky.
Yeah, the letters are a lot smaller. We gotta be extremely careful once we get to the QR code. This will be the real challenge. And it's not too bad. I think we've done worse.
I think other social media QR codes are more difficult than this one. This one is made by our QR code generator, which, by the way, if you want to support us and get your QR code generator, I will leave the link below. But we have done other like QR codes, not to mention any names, but social media, they have a lot of details inside. It's gonna be really pain when it's time to weed out. This one is not too bad.
We're done. Now I'm gonna check, make sure that the QR code works. And it does. So we're good to go.
Some people might say, why struggle with this? But I mean, we have done this for years, and so far customers have been happy, and we still manage to do a lot of products for them. So I mean, of course a printer will be much better, but why stop yourself from making this with just a vinyl cutter if you don't have the money to do it?
And by the way, I want to mention about or talk about the red color. It is their choice. This is what they wanted, because in my opinion, green would be a lot better. But again, we just do what the customer wants, in case you are wondering about the color.
Right, it is time to apply the transfer, and we're gonna use the Conform N series. I'm gonna leave all the links below. Again, we appreciate if you guys get your stuff through our links or through our website at www.rdidecals.com. And we use this transfer because it is a one color design. If it was for layering two colors, we will use the Arte Clear Choice AT75. But this one is a paper transfer. And you can see it wrinkle a little bit, but that's okay. We know how to fix it.
It's not the first time.
Before we apply the vinyl, Saul is going through the decal with the switchy because we did the first one and we noticed that the vinyl doesn't want to come off from the paper, and that is maybe due because it's kind of humid. I don't know. What's your theory, Saul?
I think that's one of the main reasons. Plus, the transfer had been sitting in the garage for during the really cold days. I don't know if that played a role or something, but who knows? I'm not a scientist.
If you guys have an idea, then maybe you can share with us why it's doing this.
And something that you must know is that this transfer is considered high-tech. So that's not one of the reasons why it's acting up like this. Not because it is a low-tech, but it's considered a high-tech. So
yeah, before maybe you guys think that's what it is. I don't think it's the settings too. Some people think it's the settings. I think it's mainly the weather, but that's just me, I don't know. After we measure the sides and center the whole decal, it is time to apply it.
Yeah, I mean, we make sure that it is aligned on all the sides.
And we're gonna put to secure it, we're gonna put 2 pieces of tape on each side and one on top just to be sure. And they're gonna start with the bottom section, and they're gonna use the cutting knife. Again, all the links below, and
We're gonna do a dry application.
yeah, we're gonna do dry application. The reason why you wanna use a cutting knife instead of scissors is because scissors leave paper residue, so that can be bad for decals. So you always wanna make sure to use a cutting knife. Well, if you wanna use scissors, I guess that's up to you, but we feel much safer with that, just in case. And look at the way I choose using the squeegee side by side. That's how you want to use your squeegee to avoid leaving many bubbles. We noticed that when you use the squeegee that way, it doesn't leave as many bubbles. But if it does, I guess it'll be fine. Within time, they will come off or disappear. All right, now final step. Nacho's gonna round the corners. Somebody asked me if one of those little, what they call those, punch round corners were good. To be honest, I cannot recommend those because we never use those. We'd rather use this. It's a little more expensive, but it does the job.
All right, guys, so this is it for this video. Remember, if you want to start a business like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We have so many different videos about different kinds of products that you should be able to make with a vinyl cutter. It doesn't matter if you have the graphic, the Cameo, Cricut, whatever vinyl cutter you decide to get, you will be fine. Thank you so much. Remember, if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Remember that we also have memberships available. All you have to do is just go to the join button to see all the options available. Thank you.